I heard, yes, he's ready, so I flipped it. I did the thing. We're live. There's audio on the screen. Mem's already losing his mind.
It's still on the starting now screen.
Well, yeah, because there's a bit of a delay, you know.
You're a delay.
Yeah, kind of. So we're back. I say we're back. I mean, Brett's never been here before. Hi, Brett. How's it going?
Hi.
Oh God, I hear myself. I don't want to echo. Okay, no echoes. I can close this. I can close this. I can close.
Oops.
So, I am out of practice. That's my name. No, this is Six Sigma's part 2 to the pre-Fall Summer League special events. We are running some Mazda MX-5's at Martinsville because this was requested
They're having an identity crisis.
No, I think it's because it was requested by a lot of people, actually, and they did this in real life. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was involved, which means it was awesome. No, they just did some testing there, and a bunch of the guys are like, what if we did that for a race? Now, yesterday, if you were watching old Mr. Brian Beeman's stream, you watched stadium trucks do everything but lap Long Beach normally, which was super entertaining. I didn't get a chance to catch too much of it, but from what I heard, there were lots of flying trucks, according to Kerry. I don't remember any jumps on that track, man. Maybe they were in a different layout. I have no idea what's going on.
I heard that the fastest way to take the that little carousel bit was to go over the fountain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was only in iRacing, I guess. So, yeah, so we're here. We've got, I want to say like 7 or so minutes left if math is working with my brain. Oh, 6 minutes until we have qualifying. So we're going to run down. I don't have any fancy graphics or anything. If you're watching, I'm sorry that it's not pretty. But what I can tell you is the setup for the race. So we're ending in 6 minutes our hour-long practice session that these guys have had to go out there and figure out how to drive Miatas with left turns only. Then we're going to roll into a 5-minute best of 2 lap qualifying session. Everyone's going to be by themselves, so it's not going to be everybody on the track at the same time, which will be the last session where you won't see that, and the only session. After that, we're going to roll into a heat race. Is going to be 15 laps or 15 minutes, whichever happens first. I hope it's the former. Caution laps do not count. We're going to give these guys a taste of what it's like running door-to-door for position. And from that, heat race will set the grid for the start of the 100-lap race. Where Jimmy's already apologizing to Kerry.
All good, buddy. This was fun as heck.
So, and you can see, yeah, it's a good time. So, MX-5. So Brett, talk to me about this car, because you, being the weeb that you are, absolutely love this little thing. So tell me about it. What are we driving here?
Super lightweight, well, kind of super lightweight. Inline 4 1.3 liter engine.
Okay.
The key to these things is keeping momentum through the corners, because it doesn't have that much horsepower to actually give it any go. And they really like to catch up with slipstream. So the leader really can't pull away unless they're really nailing the turns perfectly every single lap.
Right on. Well, we still got a couple minutes left here. Let's jump. Oh, I pushed the wrong thing. I'm gonna jump on board. We're watching, I think, William White chasing down in front of him. 30, 12 cars ahead. Oh, it was a Leighton, I think he's next to. This is on board. This is what you guys get to see. It's definitely a Leighton. There's way too much purple on those bars for it to be literally anybody else. So he is now door-to-door with a Leighton. So as you can see, you know, super complicated track, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. It's Martinsville. It's the paperclip. Cars, oh, there's a little contact. I'm thinking we're going to see that a lot tonight, Brett. Lots of cars playing little miniature ping pong with each other. But I'm hoping these things are nice and durable.
Rubbin's racing.
Yeah, something like that, right? So,
these things have fenders to use. They're not super aero dependent, so any
think
little
if I didn't hit the
bends
curve,
or nudges.
Oh, jeez. Well,
that, on the other hand, will cause a few issues.
we just We just summon like the worst possible scenario. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Let me
Commentator's
pull
curse.
this back up. That wasn't even commentator's curse. Everyone was just like, "Yep, murder." There it is. Now we're watching Corey, who doesn't. Wait, trading paints. That is not what he had.
Control
Make
R.
me re-download my paints. I'll do it. So Corey, who is clearly not running just a basic white and red 21 car, is out. Let's take a look at. Oh my God. Let's put something over that. Let's take a look at the standings so far and how everyone's done in practice. So Brian Beeman, using Hackers Host Advantage or something to that effect, is currently sitting on the pole, or not on the pole, but in the fastest lap position with a 22.382. William White wanting to just let him have it, I guess, running a 22.383 as Leighton gets murdered right in front of pit exit in front of everybody. Corey, we've been watching, is 22.425, and then you can see the rest. Jimmy, Carey, Leighton, Mr. Andrew Storzum, Boy McGrath, Dominic Wright, Andrew Hardcastle, Shea Michelle, and Chris Schuessler rounding out the field tonight. It's a tight group, man. Everyone's within a second. Think of that.
Yep. Like I said, these things like to get pulled along. They don't like to go on their own.
So you think if we have some pack racing tonight, it's going to stay pack racing until something really bad happens? Tell me.
Hopefully, unless they start getting scared, because it seems like coming around these turns, the Miatas are almost bottoming out. And what happened to Corey, I think, right there, is that it bottomed out just enough where it washed it up right into the wall.
That or he got murdered. I'm not 100% sure which exactly happened. Let's listen to the gears of the car here. So they're staying in second out of the corner, an upshift to third, and we're really only going to use third for the straightaway. Back down to second. Ooh, looks like it gets a little loose. Get back in it,
I
though,
probably
on second.
wouldn't shift mid-corner there.
Yeah, but you're not Corey. You don't have, Freedom Eagles and Kakas in the background and all that cool stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're watching him take it to Carey to the inside. There's a huge crash in front of him. Oh, my God.
That is what I'm expecting for this race.
Oh, man. That is the most advanced looking oil slick I've ever seen in my life out of the 21 machine. Called another car to crash into him. Poor Carey had no idea. Watch this again. What did that look like from the cockpit view? Oh man. There is just no hope. Sitting there. I think it's an old Dale Jarrett 88 paint scheme, so that's really cool. No, he's 77. You clearly see that, but I mean, duplicate numbers and all that. It makes sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like Carey wanted to hook a left, and then he realized Corey was there. He was like, I just accept my fate.
Not a whole lot else I can do there. There's a few other folks sitting in the pits right now. You guys out there still running though. Looks like we got Hardcastle out there running. He's got that's Jimmy and maybe Coy McGrath in front of him. So a few folks still getting some laps in as the timer hits 0. Let our drivers know that we're entering qualifying here. I'll shoot them a little message here really quick. Gotta get cut off at this session. My calamity stuff. All right, drivers, we're on to the 5-minute 2-lap qualifying session. Head out and place the fastest lap you can in 2 laps. We'll set the field for the first heat. Try to keep communications to a minimum in this session so drivers can focus. And we'll see you guys at the start of the heat. Oh yeah, good stuff. So we're watching Coy McGrath because we are, and yeah, so he's out there first. Everyone's on the track at the same time, right, Brett? But we can't see them all.
Yes.
Why can't we see them all?
Correct. Magic.
Understood. They are sorcerers. I was hoping for more on that, but you know what? We'll go with it. It is magic. That's also why there's MX-5's.
In an
effort
effort to keep all the drivers safe, we have hired a bunch of sorcerers to divide each person into their own little parallel universe to run the fastest lap they can.
Then we're going to bring them together for the heat race, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Brian Beeman has just set the fastest lap of the first 5 drivers, 22.704, as he attempts to hunt down his second lap here. Don't blink, it's almost over. They are going around here, guys, in literally 22 seconds. Like, they're flying. So, Does not take long. And oh, Kerry Brooks sneaks one in, and Jimmy Hayden sneaks one over the top of him. Jimmy runs a 22.631 over Kerry's 22.671. Leave that. I'll pull up the results screen just in case you don't believe me. There you have it. Few drivers still not setting a lap time. Looks like everybody had. Oh, Kerry with the 627. Kerry pulls it. What an unbelievable lap from him to sneak it underneath Jimmy at the last second. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
It's funny to see the non-Miata driver here topping the leaderboards right in front of the two actual Miata drivers.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got the 24 and the 41 are cheating because they actually drive Miatas in real life, but Kerry Brooks is just on another level. It's called, he's Canadian, he has cheat codes, so it's all good. It might be that. It might also be that he's actually running. Somebody was crazy enough to put a stock car paint scheme on a Miata, and it's giving him extra horsepower. So that is also the case. We do have a couple cars still lapping. Andrew Hardcastle is still out putting his laps in. Shea Michelle looks like he has backed it into the fence there. I'm going to go back here really quick and get the result screen off your face and see what happened here. A little bit of... Oh, Brett, what happened there?
A little bit too hot. Had too much momentum in the back end. Just stepped out.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And well,
I wonder if it's because he tried to force it into second gear too. Let's take a peek-sees.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just getting a little bit too much over rev, and it's just unsettling the car.
I didn't go back to the.
Nope.
Oh my. Let's do this one more time. There we go. I think he was starting to get loose
it before that.
Yeah, yep. But that definitely didn't help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely didn't help. But
I'm thinking in a pack, you can definitely keep it in third.
Yep. Well, he has since gone out and posted a lap here of 23.393. So probably not as fast as he quite wanted it to be, but be good enough for currently 10th until Corey or Coy decide to take a lap. So we have 12 drivers on the field. Bar Layton, currently the only driver still lapping on the track with his absolutely complete disregard for human safety sticker bombed. Like how many stickers? How many stickers had to suffer for this abomination of a paint job to happen?
It feels like I'm going back in time to the 90s.
I mean, yeah, there's
sticker
oh my, there really is. You got like Elmo, and you've got like the Michelin Man, and oh my.
Hopefully that target right there on top of his trunk doesn't make him a target for a rear ending there.
Oh, it probably will at some point. I'd actually be disappointed if it didn't. 25 seconds or so left here in qualifying, and then we're going to move on to the first heat race. Brett, how do you think that's going to go? 15 laps or 15 minutes? Do we use all the time, or do you think we can get 15 laps in?
So when I went and saw Miatas at Watkins Glen, there was at one point where a Miata was in the air.
Oh, so
now I know flying Miata is popular. Okay. I know flying Miata is a popular sort of like mod company for Miatas, but I'm pretty sure cars are supposed to stay on the ground.
Okay. Understood. All right, guys, that is qualifying down. First heat race will commence. You guys have 15 minutes to get 15 laps in. Caution laps do count. And I will be attempting to dish out some EOL penalties if folks are blatantly causing cautions. So, have fun, but let's also race cleanly and respect everybody else out there. See how this goes. Good luck, everybody.
There appears to be a Miata
I'll expect an exception because I have the buckets in front of me.
Don't wreck the buckets. Don't wreck the buckets, they say.
Well, was that a Good Smile Racing Miata back there that I see?
I mean, I don't know nothing. Where would you see that? Is that this one?
Towards the back. Maybe. I think so, yeah. The one with the blue and purple stripes there behind Mr. Sticker Bomb.
Okay. That would be, I believe, Andrew Storzum, who has also stolen your number. So, what do you think of that?
He's doing it proud.
Oh man, you'd love to see it. Let's jump back here to TV3 so I can get all of this very large and intimidating field of tiny little insect cars, all in one pan as they're going to drive by the start-finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, we are one very slow pace lap at a half-mile track away from dropping the green flag for the first time in what would be called the fall 2023 League Six Sigma Sim Racing. I'm pretty excited, Brad. Are you excited?
I'm certainly excited. This is such a unique race.
It is. It is. I'm very happy. This is a crazy camera angle. I can almost watch the whole race from up here. You literally see everything. This is awesome. So,
Feels like I'm a NASCAR spotter right now.
So Kerry Brooks is going to lead us to the line. We've got a green flag and fairly stable start, it looks like. Kerry did get a heck of a jump on the inside here, as we'll see him inside. We're already 3 wide. Good gosh. Leighton and Corey to the inside of William White as, oh man, Corey bombs it, or maybe that's Hardcastle. I'm sorry, I think that's Hardcastle that we're seeing bomb the inside. It's kind of hard to see who I'm pointing at here, but Hardcastle, the 22 car on the outside, doing a heck of a job working the outside, trying not to go too far backwards right now. He absolutely bombed it into one of the corners. You see him like 20 miles an hour faster than everybody else on the outside. You're a little bit concerned. Up at the front here, we've got Kerry trying to defend from a hard-charging Jimmy Hayden. It looks like Jimmy's got the nose to the inside. Is that pretty much game over here, Brad, or do you think Kerry can hold him off?
Well, if Kerry does what Jimmy did and just chooses the inside line for himself, but these Miatas could easily stay side by side for the entirety of the rest of the race. Honestly, if Brian really wanted to, he could pick the winner and just start bumping him.
Well, it looks like Kerry has given up that position for the moment. Oh, we've got the 8 car up in the fence. We're going to see if he gets going. Did. The moment. Oh, we've got another car around 2.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Maybe we'll throw the caution for that. Okay. Understood. I just want to go back here and see what exactly happened. Looks like. Yep. Okay, so just a self spin from Chris. And I think Shay probably also had the same issue. Just kind of double checking here. Yeah, just gets a little bit out of sorts. All good though. All good though. I'm gonna pull my stuff up here really quick.
Now, if I remember correctly, that strip right there in the turn is a different surface material than the rest of the track, right?
It definitely could be. It does look like it's a different color there, so that might be.
Ben, do I have lane choice?
In my leagues, yes, you do, buddy. You want the outside?
No, I choose the inside.
You just wanted to let Kerry know that you weren't going to give it to him? Understood.
Don't give him the choice. He's going to abuse it. He doesn't deserve it.
Love how he asks me if there's a choice and then doesn't choose differently than what he normally would be placed. Like, is that an EOL penalty, guys? Is that what that is?
I think so.
Yes.
Oh, man. Why did we ever stop racing? I love you guys. So we had 2 separate incidents that both could have been a caution, and iRacing just decided that the second one was more worthy. But just 2 single car spins, the 61 and the 8, both going around in separate incidents. So no penalties assessed for those. Just some self spins and some good car control to stay off the racing line and not cause further incident. So all good stuff there. Thanks for the heads up driving, guys.
I'll try to spin it again.
Hey man, it happens. It's all good. Guys, is there like a ton of laps here, or are we 1 to green now, or what's going on?
1 to green.
10-4. Have at her. All right, and we're
It
about to
appear
go.
Mr. William
Famous
White is
last
complaining
words.
about being bullied.
Oh, well. I think it's crazy that he can type that, and maybe he should just focus on driving instead of, I don't know. It's fine.
He's certainly not on a podium slot right now.
No, he's not. He's fifth or sixth, depending upon which monitor you're looking at and which eye you're covering with your hand. But Jimmy Hayden, what a jump. He's literally already out in front of Kerry. Ryan Beeman trying so hard to be the little Miata driver that could try to break out, get in front of Kerry to get the Miata drivers 1-2. Jimmy's draft breaking down the straightaway. Oh, this is too much fun. Oh, man. Like, Storzum follows in right behind Ryan Beeman for fourth. Still too wide between William, Corey. William gets a little bit tight up the track. Corey might have a good exit here if Storzum's not in his way. Leighton thinking about going with him. Who knows, right? I mean, oh, weird stuff's
Corey's
happening.
been sneaking his way up the pack for sure.
Yeah, he's got a little front end damage on that very non-interesting looking, very basic red 21 machine. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Okay, though, Leighton right behind him, making up for it with more stickers on his car than should be humanly possible for like 6 cars. Corey, a little
I'm
bit
just
of
surprised we're not seeing some more bump drafting here.
Yeah, almost like a little bit of a bump there. It looked like Corey tried to get out and get really close. Oh, the 12 car up in the wall. more excitement happening right in front of Coy. I mean, Coy has seen 2 people spin right in front of him, and now watch somebody knock the fence down right in front of him. He's having a fantastic race. Loving it. Now he's too wide with the 043 car, not to be confused with the 43 car. God, don't you love numbers. Of Dominic Wright. Guys having a grand old time back there, but this Abbott, this is an Abbott pile right here. Abbott Motorsports, just what is happening? There's so much red and white and chicken, and I don't even know.
I just think it's funny that Corey doesn't even have his name on his own car. He's right next to a car that has his name on it.
Priorities, am I right? Oh, the 43 car. Oh, we've got a spin. Oh, the 25 car. That Coy going around. Let's see what happened, buddy. Oh, you got a little. Oh, you got a little bit of the curb. Oh man, that was crazy. Wow, that was good stuff.
Little bit of a curb, a little bit of an assist, and there he goes.
Yeah, man. Super cool though that everyone got around that okay. That was great heads-up driving from everybody. I gotta commend them on that. They like getting commended. You gotta feed your race car drivers a compliment so they get really sad.
Like training dogs.
Caution was caused by a self-spin from the 25 car, trying to figure out if the curb is a good idea, and the answer is no. Great heads-up driving from the 8 and 61 and the 12 for not running into him at a big speed difference. That could have been a lot worse. Thanks, guys, for that. No penalties assessed for the self-spin. Do we want me to shorten some laps here, or are we good to just roll around for a minute?
I think we're okay.
Yeah, they seem to be going pretty fast here. So from the booth, because I'm just going to do this live, we have a question for Corey. Corey, how does it feel to be surrounded by cars that have your name on it, but not actually have your name on your car yourself?
It's very confusing.
I love putting him on the spot.
I don't know. I don't really think about it a whole lot.
I'm glad I could put something in your head to confuse you in the middle of a race, man. Thank you. All right, so so we have, listen, if you're watching this stream and you don't have buds to play iRacing with, Discord link is in the description. If it doesn't work, just message me. It should work. Get in here. We have too much fun. Like, I think somebody's going to have to come legally check to make sure that we're not having too much fun, because we have way too much fun. Like,
I'm going to like to take the outside this time.
Don't let him.
No, wait, let him do it. This helps me. Let him do it.
oh boy. And for 24 to the outside, so it was at Kerry in second. Kerry, you're going to be inside, buddy. God, I'm getting
Definitely
nausea.
a very bold move here.
Not really. He's just trying to. I don't know. Jimmy's just like, nobody is Jimmy but Jimmy. Like, you can't be more Jimmy than Jimmy.
Do I have to go in the restart zone?
What have you been doing?
We'll reconvene on this later.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
The biggest thing in motorsports is trying to read between the rules, and
Hmm.
Jimmy's certainly one to read
Yeah.
between all the rules.
Yeah, he's trying to read around the rules, man. He's wild. Like Kerry's going to get through. Too wide behind him, stores him on the outside with a strong restart on the outside, sucked right up to that back bumper. Look at that draft pull. The 16 car has, now he's to the inside. I don't think he's going to quite hold it off because Kerry's going to get a great exit, but stores him had it, and he's blocking down to the bottom. Oh my God. Don't you love these cars that draft so freaking well, man? I love it. You can't get away from each other. It's madness.
That's the reason why this is the most popular racing car in the world.
He'll throw in a little bit of a block. Oh, but he's to the inside. Brian's got the fender. Now they're too wide coming out of turn 4. I guess that'll be across the start-finish line. The 41 car to the inside of the 16. It's got him by a fender. Oh, a little bit more contact. And, oh, the 21 car, now he's getting freight trained. Oh, no, the great start from the 16, and he's going backwards. Oh, Corey spins. Oh, man.
I thought I was about to watch him run straight into the wall.
Oh, my goodness. That is not what you want to see.
Ben, that may need like black cleared.
Oh, my goodness.
Our first drive-through of the night. I didn't think that there would be any
Yep.
to begin with.
Yep, nope, that was not. I want to see. So he got 2x. Did he get some help here? It looked like he
I
did.
believe he got some help there from the back.
It kind of looked like he did. Go back one more time here. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You wanted to see me be really mean and give William an EOL penalty to start the regular race. Oh man.
I mean, Corey has finally made it to the front of the pack, just not in the way that he intended.
I don't think that's how that works. You might think that that's how that works, but I don't think that's how that works. So, while all that excitement was going on, Jimmy Hayden did bring home the bacon in P1. Kerry got second. Leighton snuck all the way up to no, he didn't. What is going on here? Stop that. Brian Beeman third.
Well, I didn't hit anyone, so I'll take that as a win for me.
Stores him fourth. Leighton fifth. Yeah, I bet William wishes he could say the same right now, huh?
As he said it before, he's not drinking yet.
Yep. All right, so this is officially the 10-minute warm-up session, so drivers feel free to step away, use the restroom, all that stuff. We got 10 minutes until we jump into the feature. Corey, are you still here?
Perhaps.
I had a question for you, buddy. So the heat race sets the field for the feature, right?
Yeah.
And due to some unforeseen events, may or may not be, involving the 43 car, not to be confused with the 043 car, you are now starting from last, correct?
Correct.
Your answer and your answer alone to this question will make or not make something happen. Would you like your buddy William to start at the back with you so that you don't have to start this race alone?
So here's what I'm going to say. My teammates decide to make jokes about Will and I. I'm not going to go into detail about what, but to prevent more of those jokes, I'm going to say no.
10-4. So race control will not be assessing any EOL penalties to the 43 car for assisting the 21 into the entrance of the pits. like a good teammate.
I thought they were Corey's
I mean, Will is
subordinates.
starting his
Shouldn't they
temp
be
right now,
taking
so he's
orders from
already got
him?
easy access to him, so he's got what he wanted.
I didn't.
I deal with.
I didn't even realize he was that far back. My bad. That's funny. Shoot.
Yeah, he kind of died.
Yeah.
Kinda.
You're too busy figuring out if Corey did in fact get wrecked by the buckets to realize that the buckets may or may not have wrecked themselves. I did not see that. So, but super cool heat race. You guys look like you had a lot of fun. Got just under 7 minutes before we head over to the feature race, which will be 100 laps. In said feature race, you've got 2 faster pairs. Use them wisely. And unlimited tires, fuel, whatever you need to get to the end otherwise. So good luck to you, and get this thing started in a few minutes.
I believe there's a blue Miata trying to get his 15 minutes of fame there.
Yeah, hold on. There you go.
This is fine.
This is thumbnail material right here. That's what this is. Good times. All right, well, Brett, what I thought was going to happen has happened. I need to make an IRL pit stop, so I will be right back. Please, if you will, for me, describe why the Subaru WRX is the best car in the world to everybody in chat. Thank you.
Well, you see, the Subaru go burr, and oh god. I'm not sure what happened to the L43 car. I believe he ended up just losing the rear end and bringing it in a little too hot, and it just washed him up and he had a little bit of a self-spin. I'm not sure if he had any incidents beyond that or if he spun again, but that's the only one that I remember. And Mr. This is fine Blue Miata, I don't have the name list pulled up on me, just has a need for a new engine now. Much like what would happen with the WRX if you try to dog it too much. It's a head gasket. No, but those have been fixed well enough already. Yeah, well, sometimes it seems to attract a certain audience.
Like me, right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for educating everybody. I have no idea what you said except for the last 2 words, so we're just going to assume everything went super well. I have complete...
Mr. Blue Miata blew his engine.
Oh, no. Yeah, turn off your
Revving
car. This is what happens. I see these articles. Don't warm your car up in the middle of winter. Yeah, because it'll blow up on pit road. You don't want that to happen now, do you? Definitely has nothing to do with the fact that race cars don't have fans like that.
Technically, they do.
Technically, that one needed more. Okay? That's what we're going to go with. So, Mr. Storsum is out there right now running some laps as he... Oh my god, he's Chastaning. I think that was a Hail Melon, it just didn't work too well.
I believe he's testing.
Okay.
Testing for a certain reason. However, just with how the Miatas drive, it's better to just hold the inside. And I don't think you're driving that Miata for the rest of the race.
Understood. Hey Andrew, how did your Hail Melon test go? Talking to him or not? We're gonna go with yes. Anyways, Jimmy Hayden is back out on the track. So is Dominic Wright. Just so that everybody knows, because he wouldn't be if I didn't tell everyone he was. He is asking for a dirt league, so you know. Now there's 2 of them. I'm sorry. I want to make one so bad.
He's also still asking for F1 to come back too, but no one's letting that happen either.
Well, he's not in a very F1 look. Okay, that was just... Wait, hold on. Dom, we all watched that, and that was sick. Carry on.
Thank you.
He's like, I wasn't trying to do that. Sorry. He spins out. We're up here in the booth. Goes, sick drift, bro. It's like, shut up. Carrie's back on track too. Somebody I can never make mad by making fun of. No, there's not much to make fun of.
Of course not. He's Canadian.
I mean, yeah, you know what? Fair. But he's not just Canadian, right? He's in a Miata, so.
I will say, compared to one of these actual racing Miatas, I did not get stuck in Carrie's rig.
That's fantastic. So Carrie's rig has more space in it than an actual Miata does. Saying.
Correct.
Fantastic. Thank you for telling me that there's more space in a gym than there is in a shopping cart. I really appreciate that.
I mean,
Information. And the 16 cars backwards, and he's drifting now too. Oh my God! Who put down the oil? Guys, who put down the oil slick in that turn? Like, what is happening? My.
I don't think these Miatas have enough horsepower there to really drift it around that corner.
That is not the person that I'm talking about. Go. What's look like for him? Oh my. Now he's trying a reverse Hail Melon. I don't know if he. Well, listen, he's got more research in this than anybody else. Oh no.
now, come on, you can do it.
The good news is the accelerator's
there.
fixed. The bad news is the transmission's screwed. I'm coming in. It goes backwards. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, this is live. They're still doing it. Oh God. We've witnessed a death. So it's super unfortunate. Anyways, on that bombshell,
Someone was just backing up down the pit lane.
Yeah, Kenseth takes him out. Oh my God. Oh man, stop triggering me. Stop. I don't deserve that. Oh, Carrie with a big impact there. Ouchie. That is not how I wanted to see that. What's up, Big Mike? Sorry, I missed the chat. Somebody was supposed to be telling me that there were chats, but they were failing. Brett.
I thought you knew.
No.
This is your stream. I'm just here to supplement.
I only have so many screens, first off. So he says, what happened to the 043 car? Answer, violence. Subarus suck, man. While newer ones, that's unfortunate. I'll have to go tell my car that it sucks because it doesn't know. Go Dom. Yep. Yes, I agree. Bring it back. So we want F1, I think, was the
I think he was cheering for dirt.
Okay. You know what? You could be dirt. Well, okay, tell you what. We'll put F1 cars on dirt next season. Confirmed now.
Apparently, the W13 is amazing on dirt because it has too much horsepower to actually slide on dirt. Or not horsepower, sorry, downforce.
Yep. Fantastic. And iRacing doesn't care that it costs that much money to run one. Yeah, anyways. Yes, F1.
Things happen. F1 cars end up on dirt, that drives in a circle, ends up in a wall, still has a better result than it actually is in the current season.
Okay. Shade there. Anyways, so here's your field shot looking back from Carrie in P2. And we currently have old Jimmy starting off at P1. Don't let this lie to you. Gary Brooks is going to come off P2, Brian Beeman P3, Andrew Storrs in P4, and Leighton running out the top 5. Coy McGrath will be starting from the 6th position, Andrew Hardcastle in 7th. Chris Schuessler's made his way all the way up to 8th after his early spin. Shea Michelle 9th as well. William White's all the way back in 10th because he didn't want to get too far away from his buddy that he assisted in the pits. Dominic Wright and his drifting skills will be coming off P11, and Corey Abbott, who had an impromptu pit stop 2 laps before the end of last race, will be starting the 12th position. Thoughts, Brett? What are you thinking?
Well, right now, Corey's our biggest gainer after coming up from 12th to I've already forgotten because numbers are hard. However,
I took them off the screen. I'm so sorry.
However, currently, what I would say is we have the 3 Stooges in the front and the back.
Oh, boy. So everyone in the middle is just completely SOL no matter what. Got it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. My question is, how are we one car length off in the back when there's an even number of cars in the top and the bottom lanes? That's all I want. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Leaving space is a great thing, guys, because then you don't hit the guy and you don't look like a dummy for running into somebody before the race even starts. Shout out to Baker,
I mean,
who wrecked the entire field at the iRacing Super Speedway before the green flag dropped because
Wasn't
his
that because he lost his contact?
Yeah, he lost his talent. I mean, his contact right before the race actually started. It was crazy. But anyways, we're gonna take the green here. It's gonna be a
Don't you
fantastic.
have to have talent in order to lose it?
Listen, semantics. First off, second off,
Green flag.
it's green flag time. 100 laps. Hopefully in less than an hour and 30 minutes, because I don't want to be doing this for quite that long.
And it'll be past my bedtime.
Yeah, that's already past your bedtime.
Wait, it is? Oh no.
I'm going to give us a bit of no HUD view there, just so you guys can kind of enjoy some of the racing here. Oh, Kerry is not giving Jimmy the room. Oh man, he ran him right back down the track. He said, "No way, Jimmy, not happening." Look at these guys. Now he's super wide again, though, and Jimmy's going to absolutely clear him. Oh, and they're 3 wide. Oh, and a huge crash.
Oh. Man, caution is out. Caution is out.
At least they didn't
Take off.
Oh my goodness.
However, it looks like there might be something important right
I think
there.
that's
Yeah,
Brian's
that's a bumper.
bumper, yeah. You know, Andrew's story.
Is that Brian's or is that Andrew's?
I think that's Brian's. Yeah, that's Brian's.
Yep. Man, now it looks like his real Miata.
Oh no.
It's because he had it off to swap the engine.
That's
It's not
the chat.
because...
Yep. All right. But yeah. Be nice, okay?
I am being nice. I'm being
So-
supportive.
So that didn't
Unlike
go.
his bumper pins.
That didn't. That didn't go well at all. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a classic example of a racing incident. And I'll tell you why. Because nobody suspects the third car. Okay. But from the far chase angle, if you were looking at Harry's point of view, oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted you to call. Well, just take my word for it because I don't want to go back. But get an announcement out here. All right, drivers, caution was caused by a lot of contact between the 77, 16, and 41, and possibly a couple other cars. I think we just have a classic example of drivers trying to go for the same space that's not there, and also the wall does not move no matter how hard you hit it. So no individual faults. Any of the there. Penalties assessed. Hopefully everybody got their faster pairs or good to go for the rest of the race here. Yeah, we are gonna do the thing. Kind of ran out of things to say there. That got weird for a minute.
I believe
I
Jimmy
saw a
is
picture
inside.
recently of the wall definitely losing.
All right.
Will was a part of that for some reason, so he should go to the back.
All right, a late night. You have 2 attempts, and I mean 2 faster pairs to prove to me that the wall can lose in iRacing.
I never said in iRacing. It's not modeled in iRacing.
Now the truth comes out. Okay.
See, here's the thing.
Safer barriers do
Since
squish a little.
Andrew has anime on his car, he can do nothing wrong because he has the power of God and anime on his side.
Okay. Understood. I would so totally say that, but they're close to green. I need to behave a little bit here. So Andrew's all the way in the back. Brian is positions in front of him here. Somehow Chris is. I don't know how Chris got between them, but did. So, but we're gonna drop the green here. We're gonna ride along in third person with Brian for just a moment, just to see the whole field go. It looks like Jimmy aggressively shuts the door in front of Kerry. Now, I've got to wonder, Brett, and I'd like your opinion on this, but what do you think about Kerry's car now that he's bounced off the wall and a couple other cars? Do you think he's going to be a little aerodynamically challenged up there in the 88 machine, or is he going to be okay?
I don't know if Kerry managed to actually touch the wall. I think he ended up just sliding up and he slowed down enough. I don't think he actually tapped the wall himself.
Oh, we got Chris around. One car can get going. Trying to call too many cautions for the single car spins. Chris still has half a track here, so let's going. Live look at Mr. Corey Abbott making some moves. And Brian, you're looking to slice and dice this field and try to get up to the front. I've talked about it a little bit with Kerry and Jimmy and Brian a little bit, talking about how track really doesn't have, like new tires aren't an advantage, right? Because you're trying to get so hard to just get heat in them. They don't function like normal oval slick tires, right? They're road tires, so they're a little bit different. And you're really trying to get the grip level up, and so there's cars really struggling to, my goodness, to get going. Get the 8 car around as well. Get help. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Hit.
He had a little bit of a snap there right into the wall.
Yep. Gosh, that is a big hit. Gonna have to come down pit road and use one of his faster pairs, unfortunately under green flag conditions. Just gonna lose him a good bit of time here. Not what you want to see. I almost called a caution for it, but it really does come down to, you know, the fact that these cars aren't lapping super fast, so long
Alright,
as
man, caution is out. Caution is out.
There is a caution anyway.
there sure is. Let's take a look at what happened here.
What was that, Brian? Ooh.
Brian's not having a great time right now in the 41 machine, as he is now meatballed again, meaning he will have to use his second faster pair. I think
It looks like the rear suspension just broke.
it's towed, I think.
Yep.
We'll see what happens here. Chris is getting around as well. Hey, Mitch, you can go ahead and get your lap back, buddy. Take the outside, drive around everybody and get your lap back.
Alright, coming outside, get the lap back.
What in God's
At least
name
these
is
cars
that
can
noise?
keep. At least these cars
On the
can keep up with the pace car.
outside.
Why, is he referencing some street stocks on some dirt that had you struggling to maintain a 35 mile an hour pace speed? Brad, get your lap
No,
back!
asphalt.
I'm trying! Oh,
After
God.
I ended up on top of a barrier that had to get assisted off.
Oh man, you can't make that stuff up, man. That is way too funny. That is way too funny.
Even though it wasn't an asphalt street stock that we were running
It
on
wasn't.
dirt.
Yeah, it was an asphalt street stock, and it was the greatest thing ever, man. Oh, it was so fun. Oh, that was so fun. That still, to this day, has to be one of the greatest events ever. That and how, yeah, you literally got helped off of a Jersey barrier by the leader under yellow. Came by, Jimmy, oh, no problem. Bop. All good. But it looks like
I believe next
Shea
year
is-
we might have.
is still going to be a lap down. It's only one lap now. Ryan, who fortunately completely broke, is still.
Just tell me to pass 61.
You can stay at the back. Chris, get everybody catch up, and you can stay behind him. And if there's any penalties, I'll just clear them.
I was gonna say is maybe next year we take these Miatas and we put them on dirt and we run some rallycross with them.
Could be. The reason that it's having wants Chris to be in the back is because Chris actually got the lucky dog, and so the lucky dog gets a lap back, but then gets an EOL. So my manual wave around doesn't include the EOL portion. So back.
Should I go outside then, or?
Yeah, you can line up outside. Yep, I just fixed it there. Go ahead and get tight to the outside there.
Very cool.
I'll clear the penalties, so just drive normal. Looks like Brian did make it back out on track, but the car is running, so that's great
Green
news.
flag, green flag.
I don't see. iRacing's silly. And we're off again. What a wonderful time. It's still the
What a
Jimmy
bunch of
Hayden
angry
show.
bees.
I know, it's still the Jimmy Hayden show up front. He's been leading pretty much all race and looks to continue to do so. Brett, what is somebody got to do to get past Jimmy? What do we got to see?
Wreck 'em. I mean,
Well.
just outdrive.
Yeah, with force, understood. Looks like a Leighton is actually making the move to Kerry Brooks on the inside here. 88 and the 12, 2x2. Jimmy's loving seeing this, man. 2 cars side by side in his rearview mirror. He loves it. He's like, see you guys. Kerry actually pulls ahead, and the 88 car is so strong on the outside. No, not when he hits the curb, though. Hang on to it, Kerry. Oh, man. That was a very interesting and not so normal entrance to a curb that I've seen, but he did it. It's like that's... Is that Coy up there? That is Coy. 25 machine has found himself in P4, and he's still testing those curbs every once in a while, though. I'm telling you, Coy, they're no bueno.
Yeah, I mean, for the Miata, since you want to basically make the turn as short as possible, since you really have no benefit going around the outside just because it doesn't have enough horsepower. Unfortunately, that means you're going to be flirting with the curb almost the entire time, and the curb quickly leads to a meeting with its cousin Barry R.
Yeah, well, tell Kerry Brooks that on the outside every time he clears somebody wide. Oh! Like,
All right, man.
Shane
Caution
went around
is out.
again,
Caution is out.
and we have our car.
That was me. Sorry, I spun.
All good, dude. Everybody behind Jimmy gets to line up and gets another crack at his rear bumpers. They're all pretty pumped. Not gonna lie.
It's my turn.
I was just on the outside line, and I just gave her a little too much.
Yep.
All good.
This race would have been interesting if the Miata still had their H pattern. I mean, since they've been sequential now for a couple of seasons, but
All right, so I'm going to try to give everybody as many laps back as I possibly can to get us all back in the lead lap, so... Brian and Mitch, you guys can get 1 lap back. Brian, I'm going to try to give you more than 1, but just get going and see what happens. Cars passing on the outside, guys, so stay tight to the bottom, please.
I believe, if I'm remembering correctly from my experiences, if you don't end up actually passing everyone, you should still get your lap back. However, it has been a while since I've experienced that.
Brian, keep going. Jimmy, can you keep me posted on the laps till green, please?
You got it.
Car outside again. Car outside again.
I know the speed difference is probably only about 20 to 30 miles per hour, but it looks like so much more in these things.
I can't wait for iRacing to update it so that the pace car is a solid object at some point, not tell anybody, and then just let the first person that thinks they can just drive through it just obliterate the solid object. Oh, that would be so funny.
I want to be able to drive the pace car myself, just for some shenanigans.
Yep. We got 2 degree time, I think, right, Jimmy?
2 to go. 2 to go.
Thank you. Car outside, car outside.
This might be timed perfectly for Brian to end up right back at the end of the field.
If you want to extend it by a lap and get him in the last lap back, I don't have a problem with it.
I think he's going to do it about perfect, so I'm not going to do anything and just see what happens, because this could be really cool.
Why are you doing this? I just think it's cool.
Yeah. I do most of the things that I want to do.
Why you drive a Subaru?
Because they're awesome cars. You told everybody about them, right? Gonna
Yeah,
have car
totally.
outside one more time, guys. So I know you're gonna be too wide, but just try to leave a lane out there if you can, please.
Brian should just split the middle. Nothing
Yeah.
could go wrong.
All right, Brian.
Oh,
Good
there
luck.
goes the pace car.
All right. Well, Brian has gotten almost all of his laps back. He is now technically on the lead lap, but just very far behind everybody. So that'll be fun. It's okay though. I'm expecting at least 16 more cautions. So everything is going to work out as we're literally already 3 wide going into turn 1. No remorse. 16 car is making out with the curb. Corey in the middle. That was going to be bad right before it wasn't. So that's pretty cool.
I believe Brian has now activated what we call horde mode, where he is now being chased by a swarm of angry Miatas.
Well, the good news is they can't see him yet. They might be like T-Rexes. They might be based on vision. I don't know, but he does seem to get around the corner just before. Oh yeah, look at that. Leighton getting a little loose in the caboose on that one.
Oh yeah, he just kind of... I think he got nudged a little bit, but luckily he was able to recover.
Well, our incidents per time is doing much better. We've been in this race now for 15 minutes. We only have 16 incident points. Practice was like over 300 incidents in an hour. Oh, we're doing much better.
I believe practice was like, oh cool, Miatas are on an oval.
Yeah, and then races. Oh God, the Miatas are on an oval. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff.
Well, you know, for a car that relies so much on mechanical grip, having road tires is not helpful to it necessarily, trying to push these little things around the corner, because you have a much smaller point of, you know, grip before it's like, oh no, and wall.
Yeah, and you've got those thin little tires too. Thin little tires.
Yeah, I think my Corolla has thicker tires than these things do.
Yeah, it's just a great car. Like, it's such a great, like, oh, it's so cheap to run. Not afraid to go get it a little bit banged up if you do stuff. And you love it. You love the entry level 2 things. It's very important for that to be accessible to as many people as they want to. Leighton just pile drives the outside wall, and it looks like Boy went with them, and like Dominic's to the inside. Oh man, and that's my goodness.
There he goes.
Well, that was.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my goodness.
mid corner he had a spot of oversteer, went to correct it, had understeer, and then they kissed.
Brian, welcome back to the race.
Brian.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So we're gonna review this one. Old Uncle Ben's gonna
Ben,
go
can
back.
I get a damage report on my right side?
Okay, let's do that first. Got here. If it is. There is definitely damage in your right front. It's got a little dent into it, but all the pieces remain attached. Good thing.
It drives and it's intact. We go.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna take a trip back down memory lane here. Oh my!
Whoop.
Oh goodness!
Oh.
So this is a tough one for me, right? Because you kind of have. I don't think Coy necessarily overdrove the corner. I think it's just one of those I don't know, it's 3 wide kind of things. I think he could have backed out, but I think Leighton could have also not pinched down. It's a tough one.
I believe if you go to the beginning of the turn as well, Coy had a bit of an oversteer moment, so he was still kind of recovering from that. Because, I mean, these things, when they hook up, they hook up.
It started, I think, with Leighton actually hitting the wall in front of them. That's what kind of got everybody all stacked up, and then the 25 kind of got bumped, and we were watching it unfold, man. It was absolutely wild, and the Leighton actually gets really loose here, too, and he starts to come back down. It was just, yeah, it's a tough one. Oh, that was an good exit. All right, driver's caution was caused by contact between the 25 and the 12. It was one of those 3 wide, but not sure we were 3 wide instances. There was a little bit of cars getting loose. Did not see the 25 car inch up into the 12, so therefore I'm not going to apply a penalty to the 25 for causing the incident. But I will say, just to everybody in general, that we are, 36 laps into a 100-lap event. starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm here with cautions, so keep that in mind the next time you try to fill a gap with 3 wide in the first half of the race. Thank you.
I believe they have invented a Phoenix line, where they just kind of ignore where the actual corner is and say asphalt is asphalt and drive right down the inside of it.
Oh, I love the dog leg. Oh man, the dog leg is so cool. Like, what is that? Oh, it's a dog leg. I don't even know what that means.
It's the leg on a dog.
Understood, but it is a racetrack, is it not?
Green, green,
Depends who
green.
you ask.
Jimmy, what
If
are you
you
doing?
ask someone who's wrong,
He's trying to ram the lines into each other. He's so goofy. Kills me.
Jimmy was the one who started to decide that, let's drive, over the curb.
Yeah. So how?
I'm gonna keep saying,
I'm not gonna streamer curse him because I'm knocking on wood. You can hear me knocking on my desk right now, right? So how cautious is Brian right now, knowing he has no fast repairs?
Yes.
Robbins, it's just okay.
I believe he was probably cautious to begin with to see what clips Ken may have pulled from his voice.
Yeah. Oh man, did Leighton just spin out again? Goodness.
I'm not.
I can see. Old tires, probably. Yeah. Oh man,
Nope.
that thing just wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
That thing just wanted to go. And be like, sure, everybody's gonna stop spinning out and making mistakes after I self-spin and go to the back. God damn it, Ben. Sorry, God darn it, Ben.
What's the safest place on this track? Well, not near anybody.
The pits, yeah. I don't know. They fight there too, so I don't really know, to be honest. Just don't wreck the buckets, okay? Just don't wreck the buckets.
I believe he's chasing after a little bit of that fire because, maybe the buckets need to be reheated a little bit.
It's fine. Fine. So, with the Leighton not in the picture up front anymore, it is Andrew Storzum back in third, hunting down Kerry. But Kerry can't seem to get up to Jimmy. Jimmy seems to have found, I don't know, an extra gear, an extra cylinder, an extra 5 horsepower. I don't know. Corey Abbott, though, making a move, looks to the inside of Storzum here. I'll try to get us back into a TV camera so you can see that. So the 21 machine, as I hit spacebar in the wrong app, has cleared now the 16, who will take a defensive line to out of turn 2. Sorry. Pretty good. So we are. Where's my laps on this screen? Tell me what lap we're on. Where is it? I know iRacing will tell me, but I want sim. It's called iRacing control. iRacing control. Tell me what lap am I? Tell me this.
Yes, you are race control.
Fantastic.
Is that like a weird offshoot of iRobot?
No, it's really good. Yeah. Anyways, so we're on lap like 45. Okay, cool. So we're almost halfway. Thoughts? What's gonna happen?
Jimmy has apparently just decided he's going to be fast. We're going to basically see a chase for P2 unless Jimmy somehow forgets how to turn left.
Is Kerry holding up the whole field, you think?
No.
No.
I believe Kerry is still as fast as he can get, and the whole field is really being held together by just the nature of these cars being so slipstream dependent and low powered.
Gotcha. Well, we've got a neat little battle right here. This is for ultimately 5th place as William to the inside, Dominic Wright, Andrew Hardcastle waiting to figure out which lane is going to go, and he's ready to strike with a 22 machine right behind him. And that broadcaster voice kicked in real hard right there, didn't it? And the whole time, Brian Beeman back in the 41 car, watching this happen. I think after his first 2 incidents, I would definitely watch from a distance. I think he's doing this completely correct in that 41 car. He's just like, I'm just chilling back here, just kind of watching these guys go around. God, there's a lot of big-looking steering wheel. But look at the wheel work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so answer me this, Brett. You're the stock car master, right? You know everything about stock cars. Just kidding. Why is he turning right? Occasionally. I saw him turn. Yeah, what's up with that? Why is he counter steering? The left-hand turn.
Well, you see, when the car wants to turn left, and you don't want it to turn left as much as it wants to turn left, you have to encourage it to not turn left as much.
Okay, so turn left to go right kind of thing?
Yes. Well, turn right to keep going left in a controlled manner.
Okay. So
You
cars
know, you
didn't
wobble
lie-
and you
didn't
wobble and
lie
you
to
don't fall
us.
down.
Cars didn't lie to us, is what you're telling me.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It's just
Well,
like
that
you have to
was,
return to your nature every once in a while and drive around on some dirt.
Understood. That was how counter steering works with Brett. The ride along was our sponsored segment in Ryan's car.
Wait,
Very
we're
good.
sponsored?
Yeah, it was sponsored by What Is Happening. 043
Miatas.
machine and the 22 are going back and forth right now. Brian has definitely closed the gap here. This is very easily one of the closer battles on the track. The other one possibly being Kerry and Corey. And they're working around. Chris Schuster, the black car, is a lap car currently. Oh, and I think Storzum is going to try to use him as a pick. Oh, we'll see how this goes. Oh, man. Did not work. I think there's only one thing more powerful than a pick, and then it's the kindness of Chris Schuster and the 61 machine, making sure that he stays well out of the way of the race and not affecting these guys. What a gentleman. I tell you, we've ran with Chris now for, oh gosh, I think it's 2 full seasons, going to be in his 3rd season. I can't wait. And this guy is like one of the coolest dudes because he's so positive and he's so just enjoying his time here. And he's, oh my goodness, did we get a spin? That's not what we want to see at all.
That was a murder?
That had nothing to do with Chris. Chris, you're fine. Good Lord, Brian.
I believe Brian has found his target. I mean, he knows where he is because he knows where he isn't. And, well, he was in the rear bumper of rear quarter panel.
All I can say is that ain't it, is what that is. I don't know what the heck was up with that. Oh, man. I mean, he just touched him. That is...
Mm-hmm.
That is brutal.
It looks like he didn't think he would slow down quite as much as he actually did.
Yep.
And just didn't have any room.
Well, as much as I feel bad for giving Brian a penalty on this one, I also gave him like 5 laps back, so I don't think an EOL penalty is going to hurt his feelings much. So, as the 41 having vehicular violence upon 22. Understood. Oh man, he's literally 3rd now too. Doesn't that suck? That sucks.
Wait, where'd Jimmy go?
Pits.
We appear to have misplaced Jimmy.
Yeah, and Kerry too. They both pitted.
And Kerry.
All right, drivers. Caution was caused by contact between the 41 and 22. The 41 ever so slightly taps the rear end of the 22 car, causing him to spin into the corner. I would have a lot harder time handing out an EOL penalty to the 41 car if I didn't give him like 5 laps back. So, Brian, I am going to give you an EOL penalty for causing the caution. Thank you.
Well, at least we have officially made it over halfway.
We have.
I don't know if you noticed.
Yep. And we're officially over halfway, so... Woo!
Am I passing 41 here? Yeah.
It's great to see Che also getting in the car. I remember when he first joined, and he was trying to learn all that he could about sim racing, so it's great to see him out there having some fun.
Yeah, we had a little bit of friction with the member that thankfully is no longer in the server that kind of turned him away, and I made sure to reach out to him and let him know that that's not what we're about here. We're not trying to gatekeep or care what equipment you use. He's literally the perfect example of, I want to sim race and have fun, and that's the only thing that matters. That and just being decent human beings to people, but if you haven't had that figured out, then nice to each other and we have a lot of fun. That's what it's all
Stan, am I supposed to go around again?
Is he more than one lap down?
I think so. I think you're on the lead lap. I think you're in 6th. What's it telling you to do, buddy?
It told me to overtake him. I don't know what iRacing wants.
I think it's just putting him at the end of the line because it gave him his lap back. Chris, you were on the lead lap, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you, Ben.
I love iRacing and all of its craziness. We are good. I'll clear any penalties if there's a shakeup on the restart. For those of you that pitted cold tires, thank you.
Thank you.
Green flag, green flag.
Coy just starts wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
All right. So Leighton is actually sitting pretty good right now because he did have to pit for that damage earlier, and I think he makes it all the way now. I don't think he has to pit, so he's sitting right behind Jimmy and Kerry, kind of back right about where he would be. Shay has some competition now, though. Man, it's always exciting when the big boys get right behind you, isn't it there, Mr. Brett?
It's very, very scary.
Oh, man, and Jimmy just overdrove the crap out of that corner. Oh, and we are yellow again.
We have a caution out.
Oh, my goodness. That is
Are we missing
Coy
someone at the back?
Coy and
Oh, yeah.
it looks like we're not having a good time. Let's take a look at what happened here. Oh, my God, Brian! Holy cripes. What?
I believe Brian has an aura around him today.
I don't know what he's done to himself,
I don't know.
but
And,
Brian is the most interesting man on this track.
I think he tried to space himself back on. No, he just. Oh man, yeah, the 25 was just not breaking.
Slammed
where
his
he thought.
brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he slowed down a ton in comparison to all the cars around him.
Yeah.
Whoop. Yeah.
He was getting a little bit loosey-goose there. I think that was more of an error on the 25 than anything there. It did cause two cars to spin, but I'm trying to really want to decipher what happens. So everybody kind of slowing down. I think the 25 was just trying to catch up, and Brian just couldn't. I mean, could not slow down fast enough. Bumped him. So
No. Yeah.
that's a tough one, but I think that's going to be a no call for me. All right, drivers. Caution was caused by contact between the 41 and the 25. 41 makes contact with the back of the 25 car, causing a chain reaction spin. I watched the replay back a couple times, and my conclusion is that 25 car slowed up a little bit suddenly, and the 41 ends up bumping him ever so slightly. So I think due to the consistency of the 41 and the late braking of the 25, I'm going to call that one a racing incident, and no penalties assessed. Thank you. Yell at me, Coy. Do it. Say something. Say something.
Probably wouldn't yell at you.
No. It's situational too, right? Like, so Ryan's 9th, Coy is now 12th, so it's not a big distance. If Coy would like to say something to him, he probably can right now, actually, but he's not going to. So it's all
Well,
good.
that's why, in other racing too, that's
Ben,
why
do
you
you
have
like
a
my
penalty
car?
point system. Red?
The only car here that isn't trading paints colored, yeah, man, that's pretty great.
Yeah, but I'm doing something else no one else is doing because I'm cooler.
You can keep saying that.
Should let somebody else tell you that. Good luck, guys.
Well, the funny part is we have at least 2 people that both usually make their own paints, and only one of them is currently using it, and that's Jimmy.
Yep. Oh man, great start by Corey. He's going to be able to cut right up in front of the field here and get it gone. So it's Corey with a little bit of a love tap there from the 16 car. Oh man, we're like 17 wide back here. What's going on? Oh my goodness. It's so intense. Shay is stuck on the outside. Kerry's going to get it. Brian did not kill somebody this corner. It's a new record for the 41 machine. Fantastic corner for him. I'm sorry, Brian. Fantastic corner.
He still has a chance right here. He's right behind Kerry.
I gave him one corner. It's fine. It's all good. Oh gosh, Jimmy! I'm telling you though, Jimmy is headhunting. Understand that the 24 car here at the bottom of your screen started right next to the 88. Jimmy's 3rd, Kerry's 6th. That is the difference right now between these two. Working through the field, Leighton even snuck ahead of Kerry in that exchange. He's good on fuel as well, so it will be interesting. I think they're pitting for fuel. It couldn't be for tires. There's no way these little things are roasting their tires.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with how much they burn through tires, since usually you don't do more than 10 to 15 laps on some of these road courses.
Oh my goodness. A little bit of wall contact. There's a ton of smoke that came off when Kerry touched the wall there. That was a bit extravagant.
I've had the unfortunate circumstances of being in front of both Carrie and Jimmy, and I would much rather be ahead of Carrie because Carrie at least is very nice about passing you. Jimmy, as soon as he sees an opening, oh god!
Listen, there was no opening in the time that he made one on me, but no, we had a great race at USA where he suggested I get out of his way after like 2 laps of me hard blocking him, and then a little Charlotte routine where I dared to leave the bottom open so that he could freight train. He said he braked 25 feet later than he did in qualifying on old tires. I'm like, well, I hope my door helps you get around the corner. Jeez. Here comes Carrie to the inside.
Road?
Oh, man. That was Charlotte for me.
Yep. It was Road Atlanta for me. The same race that my chair broke towards like the middle of the race.
Yeah, that was. I think Jimmy was running everybody
off
over
turn 1.
in that race.
I was going into the hairpin and I was turning in a little bit later, and all of a sudden there's a car on my inside, and there it goes. It's gone.
Skip bippity bip, boop, gone. Carrie clears Leighton, and so does Brian. Now the 43 machine of William White looking to do the same. Oh man, but Leighton says, "Wait a minute, I'm not getting freight train." Right back to the inside of the 41. With a snappy move, the 12 car to the inside now. Oh, we do have a spin. Coy McGrath is around. And we are going to get a caution spot. Okay.
Yep.
That's a rough spot for that. Back this up really
Judging
quick.
by where he ended up, I think he probably caught some of that curb.
I don't think he got close enough to do that, man. He just looped it.
Yep.
Oof. It was a big hit there, too. And he is, fortunately, meatball flagged. And for those that don't know, meatball flag is the black flag with an orange circle in the middle of it that I guess everybody that sim races with an IQ of like 10 considers a meatball when they see an orange circle. But it basically means that you are too damaged to continue racing and you must pit for repairs or you will be disqualified.
Within 3 laps.
Correct.
Except for the Nordschleife, which is within that lap. Or at the end of that lap. Just due to the nature of how long the track is. And
yeah,
by all means, do not drive that track with a meatball.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Don't do that.
I had the unfortunate. It was me and you, and I drove that thing with a meatball around. I think what 3/4 of the track.
Yeah, this is super unfortunate. All right, drivers, caution was caused by a south spin from the 25 machine. No penalties assessed at this time. Thank you. So now the question is, does the 25 machine get out or he gets lapped? He is currently inside turn 1, entering pit stall here. Corey is bringing the field out of turn 4 right now. Oh, wow. That was immediate. Yep, he's already gone. Nice. And fast repairs really are fast, huh? Love to see it.
Yeah. I guess
fantastic.
he's good on fuel, too, because usually, you know, he would top off your fuel for the rest of the race, but
he may
if
have
he's
pitted
in and
a couple
out.
times. Yeah, he pitted on lap 55 as well, so he's doing good.
Which I'm not sure. Did you limit the fuel tanks on these things before this race?
I did not, but I'm not sure what their capacity is. I just, for time's sake, wanted to do 100 laps. I wasn't aware of any pit strategies or anything. I can tell you, though, so I don't think Corey has pit, as far as I know. Okay, so he did pit on lap 14. I don't know if that gives him enough fuel to make it the rest of the way or not. But he's got Jimmy to his outside. And I mean, the race is right in front of you guys, right here. The 16 car of Storzum, though, he's a shoo-in for a great restart. He's already bumping Corey on the back straightaway, so this will be good. These are
the situations I wish we had Sean around to kind of drive some of the doors off Jimmy, because you know how they both get in each other's heads.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great. There'd be curse words and a flipped car, I'm sure, but it would be great. So Corey just has to get a good restart here, not spin the tires with the help of the 16 car. He did get clear. Jimmy got pretty reasonable start, though. The 16 is going to be to the inside. His wipers are on. That's new. Jimmy is not clear. The 16 car, they make a little contact. Oh, now the Jimmy is clear. I think Andrew just did not want him to clear there, and unfortunately, Jimmy said, but I'm going to, and he did. With a heck of a restart to the outside. we're coming down. We've got just over 20 laps to go in this capture the flag contest. Corey currently still has the lead, but Jimmy Hayden, with all the speed he's had, all over the back bumper of him now. It is Corey's race to lose and Jimmy's race to win. 24 car is going to make the move. There it is. Yep, to the quarter panel, to the inside of the 21. We're 2x2 coming into turn 3. I'm sorry, turn 1. On exit, they're door to door. I think Corey's got a little bit of momentum here. Yes, he pulls just a nose ahead. Jimmy to that dominant inside line, though. A little bit of curb, but he is going to just barely be able to clear the 21. Does Corey have an answer? They cross the start-finish line to start lap 80. No, Corey's still behind Jimmy. Jimmy gets a good corner in, and he's going to start putting a gap on him now. Brett, if Corey wants to do something, he's got to do it now, don't you think?
What he should have done on that last turn is aim for that inside there and try to get his nose up inside Jimmy. Because like I said, these cars like to get all the way to the inside and keep that momentum as much as possible, which is how Jimmy got Corey. But I think unless Corey can get a really good run on Jimmy and get his nose on the inside and force him to run up top, there is cars facing the wrong direction. That is going to be a caution.
Oh boy, yeah, that is a huge crash. Storzum's the yellow flag on that one. Go back.
I believe he might have caught into the water barrels.
Oh man, yeah, he just got loose and
straight across the nose.
And then everyone just stacked up right there. Everyone just stacked up right there. I think he was already pretty loose. Yeah, he's. All right.
Yep. And it just carried right inside.
That's tough. I think he might have still been in control there, but I don't think William was. Yeah, the 16 car definitely kind of turned himself off of. Off of the 43's front end there, so that's tough. But I believe that is going to be a no-fault incident. In that instance. All right, drivers, caution was caused by contact between the 43 and the 16 car. The 16 car slots down a lane and comes across the nose of the 43 car on the inside. That contact caused the 16 car to spin. Subsequently, 2 to 3 cars run into the back of the 43 trying to check up for him. So all that said and done, this is a racing incident for 2 cars trying to occupy the same space at the same time, and it just didn't work out.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Oops, sorry. Excuse me.
So we've got 12 cars in this capture the flag contest, and barring, a little bit of an assist to some, maybe the 41 car, maybe, we're on the same lap. So after, 82 completed laps in this 100 lap race, it is still anybody's race to win. Isn't that crazy?
I'm going to try the high side this time, so my question to Ben didn't go completely wasted.
You did high last time you were in the...
I forgot about that. Good brain.
The second theoretical EOL penalty for forgetting what I said. Thank you. All right. While these guys...
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, and that's what I'm here for. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick again. I love my medication. I'll be right back. Oh, Brett, talk to them about why Corey's paint is the best while I'm gone. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if anything, Corey's paint just reminds me of this really cool Lightning McQueen paint that I saw when I was at Watkins Glen. I mean, it's at least the same shade as red, but why is it saying... Interesting. So it's saying it's green. However, there's still... Oh, it's because... Okay, so I don't have access to the live race currently due to technical limitations. So I'm going to be kind of sharing what's going on a little bit behind because Ben, of course, couldn't click a single button. So... But...
Alright, cool. You described how
Thanks for leaving me with the live race.
You're welcome. Did you tell him how cool Corey's paint was?
Yeah, it reminded me of a Lightning McQueen one that I saw.
Nice. Very...
Also, you are not on the live race.
Oh my. We're on the live race now. Jimmy presumably took the lead from Corey, and we are now single file, and you guys missed all of the exciting stuff. I'm sorry. Subscribe to, I don't know, somebody that knows how to do this better, and better things will happen. The 8 car has spun.
My bad.
Looks like a... Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you friggin' kidding me? Dude, is Dominic real? Are you kidding me? I
He's
know the 8
very,
car,
very real.
but look at this, man. This is fine. Like, what? Are you kidding me? What a wheel man.
He loves his dirt, and what happens on dirt? You get sideways.
All right, drivers, caution was caused by a self-spin from the 8 machine. Coincidentally, that prompted one of the coolest wreck avoidances I've ever seen from the 043 car. Dom, heck of a job. That was really cool. Thank you. No penalties assessed. That was freaking wild, man. You can't do that in the corner. And then he's just like, yeah, but what if I did? And I just did it. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely crazy. No, I don't want to report his 2X. Settle down. He's learning. We don't report people. They don't have any fun. Okay, sorry, I'm answering a text message there. So, oh my god, Brett, there's literally less than 10 laps to go. Dude, are you kidding me? Everyone's on lap 90. We have 2 GWC. I should tell everybody. Just for the record, because I know this is going to come up in conversation, 2 GWCs. That is 2 green white checkers. Jim's going to be like, that's not enough, because he wanted.
Can you repeat that, Ben? Sorry, we were all talking.
Yep, no problem. There are 2 green white checkers set up for this race. 2 GWCs.
I think
Corey's best bet is to try to get Jimmy as loose as possible, force him up as high to the outside, and then hold that inside for as long as possible and for dear life.
Jimmy, you going outside again?
Yeah, I forgot to come over this, but yeah.
Oh, 10-4, all good.
Harry's also placing himself in a very good position if he can keep up and maybe give
Yeah,
Corey
look
a
at
little bit of nitrous.
Yeah, Kerry's going to need to be the big pusher here. That quality care is going to have to quality care about the 21 into turn 1 here and see what happens. Look at Jimmy riding the brakes. What a stud. Unbelievable.
Green, green, green.
Kerry nowhere near the bumper of the 21 car. Jimmy will get clear, but I think Corey is going to have the inside on the 22. Does.
22 is carrying a lot of speed.
He's sliding super far up.
Yeah, we got a bunch of craziness going on behind him here as well. I'm trying to keep an eye on both. Can I have like 6 monitors, please? Thank you.
I mean, you just have to buy them.
Yeah. There are
It's a business expense.
12 cars currently on track, and every single one of them is racing somebody for position right now. Pretty nuts, pretty nuts. What's going on back here? These guys are, oh my goodness.
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Oh. Well, that all just happened.
Dominic, Andrew, and Che.
Yeah,
That
all definitely
trading
just
paint.
happened. Yep, there's some smoke. Good gosh. Whew. They got some fisticuffs back there. I'm going to have to go back and look
we
at
have
that.
a Leighton looking for the inside.
Yeah, he's trying to work over Hardcastle right now. Jimmy is in the lead. Corey is doing a heck of a job, though, of not letting him get away, but you're going to have to do a lot more than not let him get away if you want a chance at the victory. Here we are on lap 95, so 5 laps to go at the line. Absolute
Corey's
pandemonium.
keeping that distance as close as possible.
He's keeping it closer than anybody else has been able to all night. Getting a really good draft off the corner. I'm prioritizing, I assume, corner exit and then just letting the slipstream pull him along. That's got him in a great position to get second. But like I said, what is the 21 car willing to do to get better than second? That's the question. A Leighton holding back, I don't know, the rest of the field right now. Oh my goodness, he's like trying to be
He's
5 wide.
wide.
Yeah, he's very wide. What an awesome move by the 12 car there. He's trying to show both lanes, outside and the inside, getting great runs. The 43 and the 22, all of the Abbott cars that are not Abbott himself, trying desperately to get around the 12 and all of his
Brian's
stickers.
probably just saying, "Please don't break my car."
Yeah. Ryan Beeman inevitably waiting to punch somebody into the corner once again like they did in the old days. No, he's doing great. Looking to the inside of the 22 machine. Maybe, maybe not. He thought about it for a second and then he pulled away. Quick look back up front again. Corey, same distance, right there with Jimmy. Kerry, not necessarily in striking distance, but man, you make one mistake and he is there. Corey a little wide on entry. Does he tighten it up on exit? He does. Keep the gap consistent here, but Brett, we're coming down to 1 lap to go. If they get to the white flag, this race is in the books, and there's nothing I can do about it, so they can't blame me if Jimmy crosses the start and finish line, which he will do. This race is official.
Yeah, I mean, if
turn one, a little deep. Oh, it was a little deep. He was a little deep. I don't know. He's got it. Oh man, we're gonna need a miracle.
If Corey can get his bumper on Jimmy's rear bumper and get him loose enough, he might have a chance at this. But...
Oh my goodness! Oh man, and there's just a car sitting in the middle of the track. Oh man, that is.
And that's Kerry with P2 out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness.
That almost went to Kerry right there at the end.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't think anybody was expecting Chris to be sitting on the inside lane there. That's not what he wanted to see happen.
I think Corey was entirely focused on the rear end of Jimmy, just trying to get up to it. All of a sudden, Jimmy dodged out of the way and flashbang.
Yep. And Leighton didn't do well there either. I'm gonna have to take a couple looks back here to see what actually had happened. So let's start with Chris. So this is the initial. I guess it's here. This is the 4X, yeah.
Yeah, he stopped because he knew cars were coming, but unfortunately, it's just a horrible spot.
Yeah. Not sure what the play was there.
That looks very, very strange. That almost...
Oh man, yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
That almost looked intentional to me. He drove up off the inside of the curb there of his own volition.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was up with that. So we'll go back and watch that from Jimmy's perspective. I didn't actually hit anything.
I believe Jimmy managed to dodge it himself.
Did. Coming to lap 100 here.
Yep, so it should be right here.
Manages to scoop around it. Corey has, I mean, absolutely nowhere to go.
No idea. Yeah. He had no idea it was there. He thought that he had the chance because Jimmy might have gone up, lost control a little bit. So he went to take that inside, and then all of a sudden, there's a car there.
Yeah, and so he gets into Chris here, and then Kerry
sees what happens.
And he's actually able to go underneath. And like you said, he did manage to get a position. Oh man, they absolutely collided.
Oh yeah, I believe it was a Leighton carried all of his speed right into the side of him.
There's nowhere to go. They stacked into him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there. I'm gonna have to chat with Chris a little bit about that one. I'm not sure if he was trying to get out of the way or what, but that's a rough one. So Corey goes from getting from second to third. Leighton goes from 4th to 11th, and just he just destroyed.
Yeah, because his car is totaled right there. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian.
And there goes the buckets, shot right up into the wall.
Him gets spun around, and he has to kind of wait. Does flip a Yui in front of everybody, but Leighton was able to drive it back. Wow, that was something.
Interesting.
Whoa. All right.
Hi there.
Post-race action. Yeah, that was something. Wow.
I understand doing that post-race, but mid-race? Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was wild. I don't exactly know what had happened there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into chat. Let me see if there's anybody still in here. Well, for anybody that's still in the session, is it safe to jump in general, or is there a lot of yelling going on right now?
Oh no, we're good. Come on in.
All right, we're gonna pop up there. If you want to come along with me, Brett, you're more than welcome to.
Fuck up.
All right, nice, good, good catch. That was good.
What?
That was good timing.
What happened?
Hey, listen, man, it's not for kids. Okay, first off. Second off, that was wild. So for anybody that's still watching the stream, this is all of the drivers in a chat. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
It's
Hi,
fine.
kids.
So that was crazy. You guys have obviously probably conversed a little bit about how that race ended. I have no idea what was said. So does someone want to walk me through what exactly went down with there?
Well, I ran out of gas.
Oh
It
no!
was weird. Right at that corner.
No!
I couldn't restart it, and it was
Oh
unfortunate.
man, Brett and I are watching it, and we're like, did he just park in front of everybody on purpose? I'm like, he's literally the last person in the field that would do that. There's no way. What happened? That's crazy.
Yeah.
The timing on that. I feel really bad for Corey
It's weird. It
lost.
sucked.
Corey lost second. Leighton died basically.
Leighton got
Elaine
murdered.
died.
William got bucketed. That was crazy. Yeah.
The buckets got wrecked. We said don't wreck the buckets.
Oh man.
I
Well,
tried
what
to
are we
wreck
gonna
the
do?
buckets.
well
What
first,
the actual fuck are the buckets?
so I'll get some general questions out there, not call anybody specific. So first off, everybody, whenever you want to, was this fun? Did we have fun?
Yes, it was fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, it was fun.
There's a couple
It was
no's.
good.
Better on dirt.
So something I could do on a weekly basis, if that is what you're trying to
Oh
get
wow.
at.
yeah.
All right. Well, that was a really good idea from you guys. Maybe we'll have to do an MX-5 Oval League from going forward and see how that goes. But that was really cool. Thank you guys for coming out. It was cool to see Mitch. You get your first race. I don't know if you've raced yesterday with the league, or if that was your first
I
race
missed
with
that
us.
one.
Cool. So
This was the first one. Yeah,
awesome, man. Well, it was super fun to have you. Got to figure out how iRacing doesn't understand how to give people laps back or do anything productive for lining up things. So welcome to Oval.
Yep.
That's why I'm here, because otherwise everything sucks. That was really cool. Gosh, if I had to, like, off the top of my head, give out some, some individual points or things that I thought were awesome. I forget what caution it was. There was an incident, and I called it out in the race too. There was an incident where I think Mitch had lost control of his car right in front of Dom. And Dom, you threw that thing sideways and like Tokyo drifted around the inside. I don't know what lap it was, dude, but that was the sickest thing. I'm gonna try to get it up on stream here. That was the sickest wreck avoidance I've ever seen in my life. It was so cool. Let me see if I can find this.
So,
No,
can I put some input on that? So,
Yes.
as I say, I got just over-rotated, slid, locked the brakes up, and then just on my left monitor, I see this car just like half a foot come across the front of my bumper, missing me. It was, I'm like, oh no.
This is absolutely wild. Yeah, I got it right here. It was lap 88. Am I streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I just cranked the wheel and I hope for the best.
Dude,
That worked
this
time.
is so sick. Like, you can literally hear Teriyaki Boys play in the background. He didn't hit him, and then stores him. Somehow you didn't clean him out either. So that was crazy, man. It was super cool. That was fun to watch.
It was wild.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so happy to be like back, man. It's been too long. The break was too long. This is great. Brett, thank you for joining up there with me. We had some great commentary. I had him cover for me when I had to run to the IRL pit stop a couple times during the race, so that was really cool. Thankfully, nothing bad happened, and I definitely didn't miss the race and wasn't live for like 10 seconds or anything like that. So totally cool there. Jimmy, congrats. Almost not at the end. That was pretty crazy, but good job, man. You had an extra cylinder on everybody out there, it looked like, tonight. That was pretty awesome, but Corey did not let you get away. So that was cool.
I'll say my favorite livery of the night was Andrew's.
I don't even think Jimmy's in here, is
He's
he?
not.
Oh,
No,
wow.
he's in a different Discord.
Wow. Too cool for
He
us,
said
huh?
he said he'd come back. I
Just ping
pinged
him.
him and let him know.
That's okay. We'll just talk about him behind his back, and he won't know. It's all good.
Yeah.
Jimmy guy, huh?
So, Corey, you did a great job
Baldy.
keeping with him. Oh, there he is. Cool, right on cue. Welcome, Jimmy.
Speak to the devil and he shall appear.
Good job. I was too busy congratulating the wall apparently because you just couldn't be asked to be in here when I was giving you props, man. No, good job tonight, man. Nice win. Super fast.
Right.
Yeah, next time you ask me for lane choice and then don't make a choice, I'm gonna have words. I promise you. No, it's super fun. Super
One of my
cool.
favorite things to do.
It's just great. Yeah, is there lane choice? Okay, cool, because I want the bottom, Gary. Oh gosh. Oh man. Yeah, I don't even have any questions or anything organized. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything or if you guys had any fun moments or anything you want to say, but I'm kind
Man, I was gonna say this is a good like getting the man back together race tonight. You know what I mean? Like it was fun. It was a cool meetup for everyone. It'll be fun to get together. What in a week's time, I guess, or 2 weeks time.
2 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna skip over Thanksgiving week next week, and we'll start out at Daytona on the 9th. Truck. So
we all had a blast. Last night and then tonight was super fun. So it was good to just do a horsing around, like everyone have fun, and I dug it.
Yeah,
same.
I will say I'm not pleased with the last corner parking, but
Did you hear the description of what happened there?
well, I know Chris, you did that last night too. But
Yeah, I was
like,
horsing around. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
we were having fun. I apologize then.
Well, tonight he ran out of gas.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He did.
You can't run out of gas.
What?
Like 100. Like 175.
I didn't take gas.
Oh.
I was wide open the whole race. I didn't.
Why'd you pit?
Yeah. I was just fucking around. I wanted to dice it up with people.
Understood.
All night either.
I was trying to casually.
Yeah, no,
fuck
you didn't
with
need
how
gas.
bored.
We were only used to half a tank that race.
Understood. Well, obviously, let's not do that in the regular season, but you know, fair enough.
Of course, you guys know me.
But yeah, no, it was good stuff. I'm really
I
happy.
don't feel like I've ever worked that hard for a short track race, though. Like, Jesus Christ, these things.
Listen, to be honest,
It
with
was
you,
a really fun race for 99 laps.
Yeah, 100
We're 99 and a half laps.
114 total incident points, and I'm not sure what the official caution count was. iRacing will tell me here, but I think that has to be my most successful
9.
Martinsville
Definitely.
as a host. So that's a big win for me because this is like the track that has haunted me forever.
I mean, it helps that these cars are slow as fuck.
Yeah, just I'll take what I can get.
It's a lot easier to react to something happening when you're only going like fucking 30 miles an hour.
Very true.
I just want to say thank you to everybody in here. 1 for the race, 2 for participation, and 3 for all the help you guys given me in the Discord. For getting me back up and going. I say I had a few issues there the last couple of days. Didn't think I was going to make it tonight, but so.
I had a blast racing with you, man. It was fun.
Yep, we're excited
Did
to
a
have you for
couple
the season,
side-by-side
buddy.
laps.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the pits kind of had you in the middle of the field there for one point, and I was like, oh man, here come the hard chargers, and you did great, man. It was 2x2s.
I was sweating so bad at that point. I was like 3rd or 4th.
Listen,
like,
all I'm saying is somebody's got to get Jimmy back for me for Charlotte, because I won't let that go until somebody sideswipes him. So everyone, you get one point pass. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, when we had that yellow and like everybody pitted, like whenever I got spun and everybody pitted, I'm like, oh, I didn't think anybody would pit, so like I didn't think about it. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I got track because Jimmy comes out right behind me. I'm like, I am screwed.
I told Andrew, I was like, I'm glued to your bumper until we get to turn 1.
Went better than I expected.
Yeah,
I just couldn't do shit for something.
Yeah, the starter car usually had a really good jump. It was hard to match it. I was expecting, to be honest, there on the last main restart, Carrie, you started 3rd. You restarted 3rd. You were behind Corey because Jimmy picked the outside. And Brett and I were like, oh man, Carrie's going to push Corey. Carrie's going to be all over his bumper. And then the green flag, and there was like 3 feet between you. I was like, no, Carrie, you didn't push him off, man. But all good.
I tried.
Yeah, it's hard to time up, man.
I
Just
missed it.
because the cars are slower doesn't mean it makes it easier to time them at all. You have to be so far ahead with the throttle because of the reaction and stuff. But either way, there's really good stuff. And yeah, thanks all. Super fun racing with you guys, or the new faces and the returning faces. The good stuff. I'm going to wrap up my stream here. Yeah, that was nice. And Tom's been getting some showtime on the stream here.
Try to bump the buckets.
Right? But I'm going to wrap this up here and get some information out. We will start switching Oval League over to the actual league season numbers and driver signups and all that stuff here in the next couple days. Start getting ready for that post Thanksgiving, and I'm ready for Daytona like right now. So let's do it. Thanks all.
Let's do it.
Hey.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Ben, for going in and all the detail on the incidents.
Yes. Problem. I got to do something up here, right? Or else I have to talk to Brett. So.
Yeah.
Thanks all. We'll see you.
Yeah. Bye, Ben.
Yeah, same.
All right, so we're out of that chaos. I think Brett has left me. Probably because he needed to go to bed, which is understandable. So, yeah, so just in conclusion, once again, super cool race, super cool group. Anybody that's watching this, like I said, past, present, future, if you're looking for an iRacing group or sim racing in general, Six Sigma Discord is the place to be. You guys are super helpful. You heard Mitch talk about all the people responding to him to help him get some things figured out in the Discord. You know, just a simple, basic question. Sim racing isn't always touted as the most open and accepting thing to jump into. There seems to be a lot of a barrier. And my buddy Stanley and everybody over at the Six Sigma Sim Racing are trying really hard to bring you some affordable rigs and some great deals on some wheels and pedals, but even simpler, lots of folks going to Facebook Marketplace or things like that to get great deals on things. They come in, they don't know how to work them, they're not sure what they need to do to set them up, and gosh, somebody in this server has been in your shoes before at some point or used something that you have. And you guys are super eager to help and give suggestions. A very low pressure, high fun environment, and occasionally we'll do races like this, and it's a lot of fun. So looking forward to that. But I'm going to sign off for the night. Everybody that joined, all you racers, everybody that's watching this, everybody that commented that I wasn't great on responding to, my apologies. Thank you so much for your time. And I cannot wait to start our new season here on the 29th. Thanks all. We'll talk soon.